Good morning, everyone. My name is Apurva Deshmukh, Assistant Professor in English, Veer Vajekar College, Pune. Good morning, everyone. So, today our topic is the lost generation in American literature. The lost generation is actually the term for the 20th century writers. So, let's see. First, I am going to read The Sun Also Rises, a quotation of The Sun Also Rises. Listen, Robert, going to another country doesn't make any difference. I have tried all that. You can't get away from yourself by moving from one place to another. There is nothing to do that. So, from this quotation, we learn this is the lost generation or the 20th century. They are actually lost in their way of life, their spiritual, their religious, their social. They are constantly searching themselves. They constantly search themselves in the various mode of existence. Now, let's start. So, what is the lost generation? Literally, it is a generation of people born between 1883 and 1900s. They were disillusioned by World War I, known in the Europe as 1914 generation or Generation Alpha. So, here we have got idea who are or what is the lost generation and who are the lost generation writer. Just like here, I just found that the people who born or who fought in the World War first, the 100 years ago. So, they, as compared to the American lost generation, we can see there was a Hemingway, Fitzgerald, and Dos Paseo. They all they all fought in World War first. So, there is a picture of the World War first. Now, the phrase was coined by Gertrude Stein, who spoke to Hemingway. When she spoke to Hemingway, she said, "You are all a lost generation." So, who coined the lost generation? That phrase or term coined by Gertrude Stein. She lived in Paris, and as you knowing that the lost generation, they all somehow or somewhere connected to the France or Paris, especially Paris. Now, the group of American writers in the post-World War I era who were displaced with American social value, sexual and aesthetic conventions, and established morality. So we can say that the lost generation, they lost in a faith of everything, like a socio economical value, the morality, because they saw the World War first, and after the World War, they also connected in the World War. So now they just they have question in their mind that the way from they learn from childhood or the way of live life they living it is okay with that, or there is some kind of part of that. So now uh, first field to the cities such as Chicago, San Francisco, then to the Paris, London, Madrid, Barcelona, and Rome. So how the lost generation spread from Chicago to the from Americans from Europe, especially in France, in Montparnasse. Dissolution by World War One. Okay, after they saw the world and how they just react to the what word, the life, they have this question in mind, just like की ही जी आपली लाईफ आहे ती कशी आहे, ती काय आहे. त्याच्यानंतर त्यांना वाटायचं की आता ऑफकोर्स दे पार्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड वॉर फर्स्ट, सो द लाईफ इज नॉट जस्ट लाईक अ क्षणभंगूर, we can use that. And then now they just say that there are the life is not is just a illusion, not merely a thing. And they just search the question like, who we are, what we are, and from their sharing or from their novel, especially. More okay. Lost Generation is also the novel in art form and all that. Just remember in 20s, okay, they all are the variants or the somehow affected by World War First. And now in 20s, in the rolling 20s, after the 1920, they wrote the novels, they art, they draw the pictures, they wrote the poems, and they became the rebel. They rebel against the pioneer writing. They rebel against the society. They rebel against the values, morality, and the traditional Victorian style which they actually lived. Just remember, lost generation is not a class or race, it's just a group of people who live in a Paris, somehow connected to the Paris, and they are all affected by World War First. So, all pioneer new ways of writing, rebelling against the traditional Victorian literary styles. Included writers such as the Ernest Hemingway, F. Scott Fitzgerald, John Dos Passos, Gertrude Stein, and T.S. Eliot, including the several painters such as Waldo Pierce. Now, we are going to why the Paris. Okay, as you know, Paris is not much affected in by World War One. So they mostly many peoples move to the Paris, especially Americans ones. There are the exactly 600 to 13,000. So you can understand how they are the move to the Paris because the Paris is the cultural center. Then it is the way of Bohemian. So between the 1921 and 1924, the number of Americans in Paris are grew. Paris was prime city in which Bohemian lost generation choose to wanders. Okay, especially in Montparnasse. Montparnasse served to the heart of artistic creativity and intellectual in Paris after the World War, containing the many cheap studios, apartments, and was also area filled with the important cafes like Le Dom, La Cloris, Le Lilas, La Romanto, La Silette, and the other nightlife. So, John Cote, poverty is luxury when living in Montrepassage. So you can understand how they live. They live like a wanderers. Now, all the lost generation writers found themselves here at the one time or another. So there are the pictures. Now, again, we are going to be list just a first writer, F. Scott Fitzgerald. F. Scott Fitzgerald, he was born in aristocratic family, and of course he fought in World War First. Dropped out Princeton University in 1970 to fight in World War One, but war was ended before he shipped out. His very first and famous is the novel is The Side of the Paradise. The Side of the Paradise was huge success, definitely the flapper generation. Also wrote The Beautiful and Damned and The Great Gatsby. Was one of the most popular and accomplished writers of the movement. Never assumed full expertise status like the others. So just remember, first is F. Scott Fitzgerald. His famous novel is Great Gatsby, and there is a movie on Great Gatsby. I recommended you to learn that. We can say that Fitzgerald also from the jazz age. So jazz is the music one, and it's the jazz one we are going to learn in the African American terrain. And now we move to just remember F. Scott Fitzgerald, and you are going to see the movie Great Gatsby. Now, so Our next writer is John Dos Passos, the son of wealthy Chicago businessman. He traveled the world in 1970 with his private tutor. Traveled to France in July of 1970 to operate a volunteer ambulance. So he is also the part of World War First, and he also affected by World War First. His first novel, One Man's Institution, in 1970 was published in 1920, grew into the artistic as well the painting familiar landscape such as the Montparnasse Quarter, was interesting in the socialism and wrote many books glorified the Marxist theory. His most lasting work is USA Trilogy. So there is a picture, he drew that. And I just remember Dos Passos is one of the, he is actually very little bit different because of his ideology from the other lost generation writer. So again we are come to the Gertrude Stein. Who is Gertrude Stein? We first see she originally coined the phrase the lost generation. Moved to the metropole in 1902 with her brother Leo, befriended painters such as the Matisse and Picasso. In 1920s, her salon attracted many members of lost generation who completed cubist literature such as the tender bottoms. And what is her famous phrase or quote? Rose is a rose is a rose is a rose. So there was a actually loss. Rose is a rose. म्हणजे गुलाब गुलाब आहे. But she just said that the first rose in our rose, Gertrude rose, is a girl's name, Rose. Then how is she? She is a, like a rose. And how is म्हणजे गुलाब रोज नावाची मुलगी गुलाबासारखी आहे. जे गुलाब आहे ते गुलाबासारखं आहे. म्हणजेच डिरेक्टली इन्फ्लुअन्स काय होतं लाईक अ मॅथमॅटिक्स तरी ही रोज ही गुलाबासारखीच आहे. There she is also talking about the various meaning of the world, was borderland fascist and supported the vigilant. So our next is T.S. Eliot. He is a renowned poet and playwright. Born in the St. Louis, Missouri, he left to the educated at Oxford, live in Germany, and settled in Britain. Spent a great deal of time in Montrose in 1920s, was undisputed leader in American, although often classified as English poetry. Notable work include The West Land and The Four Quarter, considered by Eliot as a masterpiece. So, T.S. Eliot, who is American but live in Britain, and his famous one is the Westland poem. And about the Westland, it is the state. It is published in 1922, and it is the state the current situation of that particular era. So then Waldo Pierce, as we already discussed, the Waldo Pierce is the one of the painter, and here is the paintings. They'll never call Ernest Hemingway the Waldo Pierce of American writers. So look the first song again. He Waldo Pierre he has no particular style, but he just said he expressed his thoughts to the printing as our writers and poet. They are the through the world. So the last one and most famous one is Ernest Hemingway. We have his Old Man and Sea, which is represent. The born in 1899 Illinois was badly injured in Red Cross ambulance corps in Italy. Used this experiment as the basis of the farewell of arms. Became a foreign correspondent in the Paris for Toronto Star. Wrote with a very brief and to the point style, eventually committed suicide in 1961, became the most emblematic and of the lost generation. His first major novel was The Sun Also Rises. So, one of the most famous who got Nobel Prize is Ernest Hemingway. and he is the most pioneer work. So we have the bullfight scene from the sun also rises. I also read a quote, very quote from sun also rises about the restlessness, drinking people who live, who enjoy their life. They think who enjoy their life. They are the fast living, their bohemian's way. And as our hero in the sun also rises, is the live the same way. But he moved to the Paris, then he moved to the uh, Spain, and also the take part in bullfighting, so he can enjoy the fairness of his life. Okay. Let's generalize and say that we really can't generalize about the lost generation. Similarities between the artists of the time solely, just in the disillusion by World War I. They are all part of First World War. Pioneer new style of aesthetics, expression through the writing. Yes, they all have their own style, the artistic style, and by their style, they what they do, they just do that they make some kind of expression from their life. Just like in a Great Gatsby, we already say that की ज्याच्यामध्ये जो निक कॅरावे असतो तो जे गॅस्टबीची स्टोरी आपल्याला सांगतो तो कसा राईज झाला फ्रॉम वर्किंग क्लास बॉय he became the soldier, then he became a very famous businessman, and how he died in a love of Daisy Buchanan. So ही जसे द ग्रेट, तर ते ग्रेट आहे ते त्यांनी असंच दिलेलं आहे की हे सगळं ग्रेटच आहे. सो नाव द स्पेन कन्सिडर अमाउंट ऑफ लाईफ outside the United States. As I already told, somehow and some way they all connected to the Paris. But overreaching thinking and theirs, all expertise from different region, different consideration of the direction of American culture. Yes, they are also the part of the counterculture or the Bohemian way, we can say in 1920s. So, so what happened in 1920s, as we say, after the World War, America was not much um, lost. America was not in a much lost of World War One. America does not affected as Europe one. युरोपला जास्त अफेक्ट झाला होता आणि अमेरिकेमध्ये तो कमी झाला होता. त्याच्यानंतर तिथे काय झालं की एकदम बूम झाली, की एकदम जास्त मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये ते लोकांना पैसे मिळाले. हाऊ दे अँड द रिच बिकम द रिच, इवन द मिडल क्लास होता तो राईज झाला एक स्टेप, जो रिच पर्सनमध्ये गेला. इवन आणि त्याच्यामुळे काय झालं स्टॉक मार्केट्समध्ये त्यांचे वाढले होते. त्याच्यानंतर मग त्याच्यामध्ये ते त्यांचं कल्चर बदललं. त्यांची लाईफ जी होती ते त्यांनी सांगितलं की ती लाईफ जी आहे ती थोडीशी आपण असं बोलू शकतो की उथळ झाली होती. देर आर पार्टीज, म्हणून मी तुम्हाला रिकमेंड करते की जर तुम्हाला 1920चा काळ पाहायचा असेल, स्पेशली अबाउट द लॉस्ट जनरेशन, यू मस्ट सी द ग्रेट गॅट्सबी. तुम्हाला आवडेल पण ते. आणि त्यामुळे काय झालं ते अचानक त्यांना एक वेगळी बूम आली होती, प्रॉस्पॅरिटी आली होती आणि त्यामुळे त्यांनी एक वेगळीच लाईफस्टाईल तयार झाली होती. सो डिफरन्स इन द पॉलिटिकल व्यू, ॲज आय ऑलरेडी टोल्ड, ॲज आय ऑलरेडी टोल्ड की त्यांचे प्रत्येकाची होती. जसं काय एपिसोड हिट जर आला होता तो त्यांनी हे सांगितलं होतं की तो ह्याच्यात हे करू शकतो. म्हणजे आता त्याचा डॉन कॉसो होता, त्यांनी सांगितलं होतं की तो सोशलिस्ट अँड कम्युनिस्ट नंतर झाला होता. अँड व्हेरी अवर अर्नेस्ट हेमिंगवे, ही जस्ट चेंज हिज लाईफ. सो each led to their own unique life after their period of camaraderie in the 1920s. The literature remains important today. This writer truly can lay claim to almost all the novels which are considered the modern classics, like A Great Gatsby, Sun Also Rises, Farewell to Arm, they are, and The Westland also. They are the classic for today, because and how, and you also see that okay, how the world changed, how the lifestyle changed after the World War First and World War. Okay, it's 100 years. So, thank you. So here we are. Do you have any question about the lost generation?